In the year 1532, a book titled The Prince emerged from the Italian Renaissance. Niccolò Machiavelli, a Florentine diplomat and political philosopher, penned this controversial work. Machiavelli dedicated the book to Lorenzo de' Medici, ruler of Florence. The Prince is not a philosophical treatise, it is a practical guide for rulers. Machiavelli drew upon his observations of Italian politics. He had witnessed the rise and fall of principalities. His book aimed to provide a blueprint for political survival. Machiavelli's Italy was a place of constant turmoil. City-states vied for power, alliances shifted like desert sands. In this volatile environment, Machiavelli believed that conventional morality was a luxury rulers could ill afford. He argued that a prince must be prepared to act ruthlessly to maintain his power and protect his state. The Prince is a study in power. Machiavelli dissects the nature of power. He explores how to acquire it. He examines how to maintain it. He argues that power is an end in itself. Morality for Machiavelli is secondary to the acquisition and preservation of power. One of the most controversial aspects of The Prince is Machiavelli's view of ethics. He argues that a prince should not be bound by traditional notions of right and wrong. It is better to be feared than loved, Machiavelli famously wrote. A prince must be willing to be cruel if it serves the greater good of the state. Machiavelli's views on leadership are equally pragmatic. A prince must be both a lion and a fox. He must possess both strength and cunning. He must be a master of deception and manipulation. Above all, he must be ruthless in crushing his enemies. Machiavelli's ideas remain relevant in the 21st century. The world is still a stage where nations compete for power and influence. From the halls of the United Nations to the battlefields of the Middle East, the echoes of Machiavelli's realism can be heard. Consider the example of a modern superpower navigating the treacherous waters of international diplomacy. To secure its interests, it might engage in a delicate dance of alliances and betrayals. It might project military strength while simultaneously engaging in covert operations. These actions, however morally ambiguous, could be justified by the Machiavellian imperative of national self-preservation. We see echoes of Machiavelli in the actions of political leaders. They employ deception to achieve their goals. They prioritize national interests over ethical considerations. Whether we condone these actions or not, we cannot deny their effectiveness in the ruthless game of global politics. The Prince remains a seminal work of political philosophy. It is studied in universities and war colleges around the world. Its influence can be seen in the writings of political theorists from Thomas Hobbes to Henry Kissinger. Machiavelli's legacy is complex and often misunderstood. He has been called a cynic, a realist, and even an immoralist. But one thing is certain, his work continues to provoke debate and challenge our assumptions about power, morality, and the nature of leadership. The Prince is not a celebration of tyranny, it is a sobering reflection on the realities of power. It is a reminder that the pursuit of power often requires difficult choices, and that the line between good and evil can be blurry indeed. In a world where the stakes are high and the consequences of failure are dire, Machiavelli's insights remain as relevant as ever.